UFC Mobile 2 released the 24 karat gold Easter event. It is a month long. We're going to take a deep dive into everything that we have to know about it. And just a little spoiler, this is a massive event. There is a lot going on. There's a lot to talk about. Hey guys, finally he sleeps here. Today we're going to talk about the new Easter event in UFC Mobile. Make sure you subscribe here at YouTube. That way you never miss when a video goes live. Turn on notifications. That way you always get a little buzz and let you know. Check out FinallyHeSleeps.com as long as the Twitch streams. The links are there in it, and you can kind of see what we're playing. Do a lot of different games, but right now we are focusing on UFC 2. This game and this event it's like a return back to the events that we had way back when that we love so much in some of the other games, where it's all themed. It's a holiday event. It is a month long. Now, the big advantage to these events in UFC is their grindability. As you can see, this has got 1-star, 2-star, 3-star, and 4-star fights that are in this. This is a week-long thing. So like each week, you have these 4 different fight cards available. And what they do is the 1-star, the 2, 3, and the 4 has to do with their difficulty rating. So 1-star would be easy. 2 stars kind of normal, 3 stars hard, 4 stars is very hard. Don't even attempt it. You're so screwed if you even think about it. That's kind of how the level is. And since we're in the infancies of this, the game's only been out for a very short time, to be pretty far ahead, to be at a level where you can tackle some of these upper tier, it just depends on how much grinding in the game you've done, how far you've gotten. Now, each of these events, these cards, have 2 paths, and we're dealing with a dominance factor that is in this. There is a dominance buff that is in place, and what that is if you have a fighter that does not meet the gate requirement for their fight style. As you can see right now, it's striker and kickboxer. So like if we go for this, there is a gate which requires a kickboxer and a minimum of 1 stars on your fighters to get through. So you need a 1-star kickboxer in your team to get into here. On the other side, you need a 1-star striker to get in, which really isn't that difficult unless you've just begun the game. Now, the way this works is if you come in here and you're fighting against a mixed martial artist, but you're using a kickboxer, you normally have a hierarchy advantage, where kickboxers trump mixed martial artists, trump wrestlers. Like on the other side, if you've got a striker, that striker has an advantage over wrestlers. It's just the wheel of what type of fighter takes on what type of fighter. And that's usually, it's something that comes down to when you're planning your pass, you take it into consideration so that you don't come into fights with a disadvantage. This, however, has gate requirements. So if we want to start this, you've got to meet all of the requirements to be able to get in there. And it's a little bit tougher for the requirements the higher you go. So if we look at the 4-star, we already did half of this on Twitch. So if we go back to the other path and we try to take on that fight, but we have an entire path made up of mostly kickboxers, it doesn't allow me. Unable to start due to missing team requirements. And we can't update it, so you're going to have to edit your team and come in here. I need 4-star fighters, and we're looking for strikers only. So 4-star strikers, what do we have? I only have 2 right now. Diaz and McGregor are the only 4-star strikers that I have. I can put in 2 of these. Middleweight, we'll get rid of Sandhagen and go with McGregor there. So we have McGregor and Diaz in. As long as I have all of the other requirements, it should allow me to start if I want to. So we have bantamweight. We have... Do I have a bantamweight? No, I don't have a bantamweight. I need a bantamweight. I have a bantamweight on the women's side, lightweight, heavyweight. This is where the difficulty comes into this event, which is one of the aspects of this that makes it so much fun. It's because when you start to come into these, it's not as simple as it is as when you generally play UFC. There's some thought that goes into this, especially if you are hitting above your weight class, like going in for the ultra difficult or, the 4-star fight level or the 3-star or the 2-star. You're going to have to plan your fight card accordingly. You have 10 fights to get through. The way UFC works is once you set your 5 fighters into there and you begin the path, those are the only 5 fighters you're allowed to use. So if you have problems or you struggle, you either have to keep reviving and healing your fighters, or you exit and start over. So a lot of this thing is going to come down to how well you can plan to go through this. There are 4 different fight cards per week. Like we said, there's the 1-star, 2-star, 3-star, and 4-star. You can do all 4 fight cards in the week, because week 2, it's going to start over again with a new set of 4 fight cards. A new set of gate requirements. So like right now, what is it? Kickboxer and striker. So week 2 would be a completely new set of fight cards with 2 new types of fighter styles that you have gates to go into. Again, it's going to be all about planning. Here's the first tip. Don't start heavy. Start low. Go with the 1-star. Work your way through the 1-star. Train and build your fighters. Move on to the 2-star. Then if you can do that, continue. Move on to the 3-star. Then go after the 4-star. But wait until you've gotten the under tiers done first. Get those lower tier things complete before you move on to the upper tiers. All right, the second big advantage to this is we need to pay attention to all of the currencies and everything that is involved in this. If you look at the UFC fish tank or whatever that thing is that gives out the rewards, we get eggshells as part of this reward. Eggshells, there are colored eggs, there are colored frames, and we also have blank eggs and paintbrushes. There is a lot going on. That stuff all comes down to the different fight cards and being able to create and build your own fighter cards. So if we look at some of the quests that go into this, you'll start to see where everything is at. So the extra credit, God, they're so punny. The extra credit is giving out basket upgrades, paintbrushes, colored egg shells. There's also colored eggs in here that you can build your stuff with. There's, as far as the quests go, what else do we have? Eggshells here. I think there was paintbrushes in here as well. No, paintbrushes were in the extravaganza. We have battle pass quests, standard stuff. And then we have the guild side of things. The guild is where you earn your fighter frames. So once you earn these fighter frames, then you use the other components to upgrade them. You can paint them and make changes and customize the fight frames. And that just comes down to customizing your fighters as you move forward into other events. If you look back into my camp, if you're new to UFC, you can actually make adjustments. So I have some different fight cards. I'm trying to remember what one that was from. That was from one of the UFC events? From one of the UFC events. You can customize your fighters using these different things, and that is one of the things that we can do here. Let's see, where is it? Where do you customize the fighter? Changes frame. We've got other poses, frames. These are from past events. Here's the golden monkey frame from what was that from? That was the Chinese New Year. Then Lucky the Irish, which was the St. Patrick's Day event. You can adjust their frames. This is what we're talking about. So this is the initial frame as part of Egg Hunt. that comes in once you go into the battle pass. It's just another way to kind of add some customization, and this one's got a whole bunch of customization involved with the quest, with the frames and the colored eggs and all of that. Now, the blank eggs that you earn through here that you get, those you use in the market on the eggs change market. God, it's just more puns. Love it. Love it. These eggs that you're going to use to buy different packs, pack pieces, maybe some fighters, and you're going to earn a lot of these eggs as you go through this whole thing. There are a lot of blank eggs available. Blank eggs, you get those from the guild raids and as well as like the daily logins. And then once you earn the frames, then you can unlock different things in the painted market out of here using your eggs. The quest, I think, which one is it? Is it the egg strap? Is this the one that requires you to... Yes. When you spend your blank eggs, this is where you earn all of these upgrades. And then once you've earned them all, you can get a basket upgrade. Now, if we go to the regular, let's see, where is it at? If you go here, you can see that each day, well, it's every 12 hours, you're getting a free basket. The higher your basket level, the more rewards that you get. Now, you can upgrade the basket either using UFC points. You can actually purchase basket upgrades, or you can use the quest and complete all of the quests to unlock basket upgrades. There are featured fighters that are involved in this. The egg packs that you can use are going to use, they're available using eggshell currency, which is what you're going to earn throughout the event to buy specific fighters. Now, each of their affinities or fight styles have a color associated with them, and it kind of follows the path of the fight style. Color works in line with it. So like right now we're dealing with strikers and kickboxers, which are orange and yellow. And by completing these fights, we gain orange and yellow eggshells. So if we go back and look at the rewards, we get pink eggshells. Why do we get pink eggshells and blue eggshells for using orange and yellow? That's different. I thought it was related directly to the color that you were doing. Apparently not. It says in, let's see, battle through the event to earn colored eggshells. I'm wondering if that's a glitch or a bug, because the event guide shows that you're supposed to get the same color as what you're dealing with, but apparently not. We'll have to pay attention and see it. Big thing though in this event, don't forget to finish all of your fight cards. It's 4 fight cards per week, and you need to 100% all of the fight cards. If you're not at a level that you feel that you can take on the extra hard difficulty with the 4 stars, then you might have to miss that and then stick with just the 3 stars and the 2 stars. If you can work your way through that high enough, remember at the end of week 1, it all starts over again, and we get to go through all of these fights again week 2. This works for an entire month. So many rewards to go through this. We're going to be trading all of these eggs in on all kinds of different fighters through these egg packs as you earn them. And there's a lot of fighters involved in this. There's new fighters that we have that are just part of this. I think, was it 14 new fighters? There may be more than that, but I think it's right now it's 14 new fighters that were added. Is it more than 14? At least 14. At least 14. Corey Anderson. There's a lot. Colby Covington. There's a lot of new guys that you can add to your camp of fighters. Just a lot to do. A lot to do. It's going to be a fun month. Easter in UFC. Huge stuff. Fun event. Let's think about that. 4 fight cards. 10 fights per path. 2 paths per fight. That's 80 fights required per week, from easy to very hard to do in a week. It's gonna, and plus all of the raids, because we have Easter raids every day that go along with it to earn more eggs to use for the event. It's a lot of fights. It's a lot to do, a lot to grind. which is always a positive. Love it. Absolutely love it. All right. Thanks a lot for hanging out with me. If you're sticking around and you find me on Twitch where I stream this as well as other games, don't forget to watch my friend Games with Dustin, who streams UFC Mobile every week. He has a set schedule. Pay attention to his. Check that out. Follow him there and get on his. EA also has an official dev stream that goes live on every Tuesday. If you watch there, you'll be able to get involved there, and they do giveaways, and they'll go into it, give you sneak peeks on new events. It's something fun in the UFC Mobile community. One more thing is we're talking about giveaways. We're going to start doing giveaways for UFC Mobile as well. Tuesdays is giveaway day on Twitch for me. Come find me over there. And as long as you're in the stream, you pay attention on Twitter, you'll be able to get involved in those giveaways. Not sure what it's going to be, but we're going to start trying to do that from time to time for UFC Mobile. That's it. Thanks a lot. Thanks for hanging out. Make sure you subscribe. Turn on notifications here at YouTube. That way you never miss when we go live. As long as you guys keep watching, I'll keep making videos.